Custard the Dragon. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red avocado, and a truly little pet dragon.
Care and concern, on kindness. So many things that make life rich around the age of due to lack of consideration. Imagine for a minute.
The question comes from a small girl about 10 years old. She was chasing a large snake. I ran after her, gripped her plant, and held her back shoulder. No, Mina, don't. Why should not I? She asked.
Best friends Lisa and Maria lived together, but both were very lazy. Slowly, rats, mosquitoes, and insects gathered in their house. Soon the friends fell ill. When the doctor came, he was shocked to see the state of the house. He said, "You have fallen sick to your own negligence."
Good friends who have not seen each other for several years meet one afternoon but do not speak to each other. They have neither beef nor done, and there is no bend.
Long time ago, in ancient Greece, there lived a man named Socrates. One day, a neighbor met Socrates and told him that he had some information to give him about his friend. Before he could even start talking about his friend, Socrates told him to take a very simple test known as the triple filter test. The first test of the triple filter test was the filter of truth. Socrates asked him if the information.
The men of Suvarnanagri were very lazy. They only liked to gossip and tell each other tall tales. As soon as the sun rose, the men would tuck into a hearty breakfast and start gathering into the groups.
An entire year without school. What more could an 8-year-old boy ask for? Not what his parents would ask for, certainly, but after serving a 2-year sentence in a fun desk.
On a river bank, there once lived a flock of swans. They were happy with their life. They lived in their nests on a strong, tall banyan tree that was by the river. One day, the oldest swan of the flock called the swans and said, "Friends, I have noticed a vine growing near the root of a banyan tree."
Goose that laid the golden eggs. Once a greedy man had a goose that laid a golden egg every day. This made him very rich. His greed increased day by day. After some time, he said to himself, "My goose lays one egg in a day. That gives me 7 eggs in a week. That is a very slow process. I will kill it and get all the eggs."
That the white kitten had nothing to do with it. It was the black kitten's fault entirely. The white kitten had been having its face washed by the old cat for the last quarter of an hour, so it could not have any hand in this mischief. The law of the jungle, which is by far the oldest law in the world, has arranged for almost every kind of accident they may befall the jungle people. Till now, its code is as perfect as time.
The bullock cart rolled to a halt at the gate of the Buddhist vihara. Why are the gate of the monastery closed? Lakshman looked puzzled as he pulled at the reins of the bullock to me.
Once upon a time in a forest, there was a tree. In the tree, there was an ant walking, and suddenly it falls in the river. A dove spotted the struggling ant. She broke a leaf and threw it near the ant. Ant climbed gratefully onto it and laid there too exhausted to thank the dove.
Once upon a time, there was a king named Anthony who ruled a big kingdom. He was very famous in other kingdoms for his wisdom. One day, the queen of his neighboring kingdom came to the kingdom to test his wisdom. She bought 2 garlands of flowers One was of artificial and the other was of real flower.
A man and a beggar. There lived a man by the name Ramesh. He was very rich but was quite wise also. One day he saw a beggar approaching him with a bowl in his hand. The beggar said, "Please give me some alms. I'm very hungry." Ramesh took pity on him and took out his wallet to give him some money. Just then an idea flashed in his mind. He said to give the beggar, "Give me something first." The beggar got confused. He did not know what to do, as he never come across such a person. Out of disgust, he threw a grain of rice, saying, "Take this." Ramesh took out a 50-rupee note from his wallet and put it into the beggar's bowl.
The Lion and the Three Bullocks. Once there was a lion who always watched three bullocks grazing in and upon field. He had tried to attack them several times in the past, but they stayed together and helped one another to drive him away. The lion knew that he could not match the three bullocks because they were strong and had very sharp horns. Nevertheless, he could not keep himself away from the field. It is difficult to keep watching a meal, even when there appears to be a little chance of getting it. One day, the three bullocks quarreled among themselves. The lion came to gaze at them again. He was delighted to find them in the three corners of the field, remaining aloof from one another. It was a good opportunity for the lion to attack the three bullocks, one at a time, and he fulfilled his long-awaited desire with satisfaction.
My shoes were slipping on the floor, marked in blood. I could never imagine a law-abiding citizen like me liquidate a gentleman, but this gentleman had already taken the life out of me. And my scars said that. All my life I strived to be a marketing manager, but I ended up doing this murder.
Munshi Premchand's Godan, first published in 1936, is one of the most celebrated Hindi novels of all times. It was first translated into English by Jay Ratan and P. Lal Translation in 1957. The novel is wrapped around the lives of several characters, but the main character is Hariram, who lives with his family in a village near Lucknow.
One day a lady gave her some seeds of flower plants instead of money and said, "Plant these seeds and your problem will be solved." Nisha did not understand anything, but she decided to.
Once upon a time, a farmer had two cats. One was Mixie and Greasy. Mixie was very kind and obedient, whereas Greasy was greedy and deceitful. One day, the farmer brought 20 to 30 chicks to keep them. He told to Mixie and Greasy to keep the chicks safe from birds. Mixie and Greasy told to each other that we would take care of the chicks one by one. Mixie told that I would take care of the chicks from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Once upon a time, there were two friends, Raj and Ram. They were not only friends, they were partners in their business. Ram was very intelligent, but the Raj was very lazy. They both were successful in their business, so they got many business from other kingdoms. They was thinking that they should keep their money safe. Then Ram said, "We should dig a pit under the temple tree and go abroad, so no one courage to steal the money from temple tree."
When all is still, a moonbeam comes, the window sill over your bed. It softly lights to see if you have closed your eyes. A pinch of gold, some fairy sand is clasped with that moonbeam's hand. And if by chance you are not slept, it comes tiptoe on gentle feet.
Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas, but the clouds that sail across the sky are are prettier far than this. There are bridges on the rivers as prettier as you please, but above that bridge is heaven and overtop the trees. And buildings a road from earth to sky.
Once upon a time there was a boy, namely Raj. He wanted to become an army. One day, one army was thinking to arrange a competition in the city, and that boy who wanted to become an army participated in this competition and won the competition. After that, he joined in the army. Then he took a lot of training. After many days, he has gone to a fight against an enemy country. A big war took place. During the war, no one was alive except Raj.
A fox was very hungry. He saw a peacock sitting on a branch. The fox wanted to eat the peacock, but he knew he could not climb the tree. The clever fox said to the peacock, "Why are you sitting on the tree? Is it to save yourself from me? But now I can't hurt you." The peacock asked, "Why this suddenly change of heart?" The fox said, I have to be good. It has been decided in the meeting that now animals cannot kill each other for food.
Raju was a very honest and hard-working man. One day, he found a machine which used to excrete salt. He used that machine to make money and soon became very rich. His cousin, Ramu, was very jealous of him, stole the salt maker machine and ran away in a boat.
Hungry Wolf was once drinking water at a stream. He caught sight of a lion drinking water far down. He wanted to eat it up. He ran up to it and said, very angry, "Why you are making the water muddy? Do not you see that I am drinking it?" The poor little lamb began to tremble and said, "Please, sir, the water is flowing from you to me."
Deserts are very dry place with little or no water in a desert.
One day, a fox decided to go for a walk
Loudly.
nearby a village. While walking along the deep well, he lost her balance and fell into the well. He made several attempts to get out of the well, but all his attempts went in vain. Tired, he decided to sit and wait for the right opportunity.
The cupboard. I know a little cupboard with a teeny tiny key, and there's a jar of lollipops. For me. It has a shelf, my dear, as dark as can be. And there's a dish of banbury cakes.
One thing at a time, and that done well is a very good rule, as many can tell. Movement should never be trifled away. So work while you work and play while you play.
Open house, Ellen Fisher. If quietly I did want to sing a bird with a song on a branch of tree. I did want a quick little squirrel to run up and down and around for fun. I did want the cup of a beer to call, and the porcupine big and a